Interesting.
It is.
Oh, shit. There we go again. Hitting my head. That's the way it is. New Sports. Victor Allen's unique fan-based view of sports, the recurring segment of the Money Car with Mario show. That's right. Written and directed by Victor Allen, a bald-headed black man. Rub his head and make a wish. And here's the man that ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. Here's Big Victor! Oh! Woo-hoo! Sports!
Big Vic!
Damn it.
I used to like that term, big.
Uh-huh.
And then reality set in. Welcome to New Sports.
I'll keep to myself.
No comment?
Right.
No comment.
I understand.
It's not the motion of the ocean, Big?
You know what? The one thing I like about social media, it allows me to go through this evolution of, just let everybody know your strengths and your weaknesses. Well, everybody has strengths.
Right.
But you never hear anybody admitting their weaknesses.
Unless they have to.
Right. So you already seen that I've used the word big and it's a weakness. Well, we're going to find out. Was the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight overhyped, a weakness or a strength, and to whom? Did you enjoy the fight, Michelle?
The fight was okay.
Weakness or strength?
Blah, blah. It was a weakness, evidently, to the people that paid hundreds of thousands of dollars.
And you didn't pay
there.
a damn penny.
Oh, no.
Now Mario,
A bunch of people watched it free because people were using
Periscope,
and
Meerkat,
everything.
yeah.
People were passing it on,
And they're happy
passing it
now.
around.
Yes.
They're happy now.
Yes.
So they didn't spend $100.
Yes.
See,
But I would never myself partake of any
For
pirated media.
money considers it a strength.
Well, see, I think it's a strength.
Right.
Because I think, look, no matter what,
Pacquiao, even though he's making excuses, he considers it a strength. He's got
how much money did Pacquiao? How
180, right? 180 million or something like that.
Has he ever gotten this close to making this much money?
No.
Ever?
No, I think I think 180 was. Wait, I thought that it was 180 was the whole purse, right?
Yeah.
I think,
really?
and that I think that Mayweather got 100 million.
Oh, I thought he got.
Yes.
And that
No, wait,
Pacquiao
he
got
had
80 million.
I can't remember the exact.
It was something like
Yeah.
that, Michelle.
Yeah.
Okay.
But because Mayweather got more, but Pacquiao, I mean, it was the highest paid
Ever, right?
event paying where the purse was the biggest purse in history.
Right.
Now, it makes you want to go back and look at what some of the other purses were because I don't remember either.
Right.
But supposedly it's one of the biggest.
So let me just.
And the
now let
cable
me just
companies,
ask,
whew.
is the boxing match more about what the people had to go through, or about what happened in the ring? So everybody's talking about what. This is what happened. I'm looking for something that gives me more excitement.
No. Beyonce's dress.
There you go. Kind of glowing too. Kind of glowing.
Did you see her open?
Oh, dude, I saw this.
All the stuff was out.
Golden.
She had twins up there.
She had a lot going on out
going
there.
for it.
She was doing a good job.
And a bunch of folks was making. It was like bling, the bling, the bling, bling, bling.
I'm surprised you didn't put it on there.
Wait a minute. So
Find it.
Wait a minute. Let me tell you who won on this. Okay. Let me tell you how you doing, sister. Let me tell you who won. Everybody in the arena won. It was an event. So everybody else watching on the outside was looking for what? A knockout? And if Mayweather knocked him out, they would have been disappointed, right? Except money people, right?
Right.
The money people would have won because the favorite was Mayweather. So the only way you can get what you want is if he was riding that Pacquiao train.
But that was expensive as hell because the ESPN dude said he was on ESPN.
Right.
One of the guys, he says no, that this is as close as he could get. He was toward the back.
Right.
He said and he showed the ticket.
Right.
This is a $5,000 ticket.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That he said they couldn't get him a better ticket. They had the network had to pull strings to get him this.
That's right. Now let me ask you this.
$5,000.
Let me ask you
So
this.
you had to be like a billionaire or a big time celebrity to get.
If you were in the building,
you would pay 10 grand if you had 2 tickets.
By accident, if you were in the building, did you learn about some stuff that was going on that you probably didn't know before you walked in? With that crowd and that hobnobbing and the celebrities. And the celebrities were there in force. We know that.
Yes.
So were you more interested in the celebrities and who's who? Or did you just really look at the fight because you want to see an upset? Because nobody really was pulling that much for Mayweather. Only about 10% of the
They
fans.
say he got
yeah.
booed
So he got
from
booed
the
a lot.
Las
He did get
Vegas
booed a
crowd.
lot.
So
Yes,
so
he did.
let me say it.
But the celebrities were for him, though.
Right. So let me say this.
You got the best party.
This
Right.
How do
He
you
didn't
like
care.
it?
He did
How do you
fine.
like it if you actually go in and say, "Break wide, bitches. All of y'all haters. I got paid. You guys are sad. I'm winning. I did it my way, not your way. That's my strength.
That's
And
him.
I know how to negotiate.
That's the way he said.
That's
That's
money.
how I
That's money,
negotiate
yeah.
because I got you guys. I made you wait, and I pulled in the biggest purse. And then when you look at Pacquiao, you said, "Wow, he does look slow." So did you believe the hype? Did you believe Pacquiao was just as fast as Mayweather, Mario?
No, I thought the whole fight was going to be kind of like what it was. So I wasn't shocked.
You wasn't shocked at all.
No,
right?
I thought it was going to be this. But it's going to be like, Twilight fight, get the PR stuff.
Right.
Then we got hips in the room.
I promise not to
Ass,
show her.
ass.
I can't. I'm giving her a break. I'm giving her a break.
Red bone.
He said hips and ass in
Right.
the room. Hips and ass has entered
Highest.
the
That's
room.
the highest.
That's the highest. Okay. So, far as I'm concerned, you know you are on camera. Far as I'm concerned, the bottom line
are on
is
camera.
I wasn't disappointed at all.
Why you
Okay.
down there?
I wasn't disappointed at all.
More suspicious.
Only because one reason. Your expectations are usually higher than what your reality is, right?
Right,
And the reality
right.
is everybody wants to see somebody get knocked out, right?
Right.
Okay, so bottom line, if they didn't, from perspective,
Almost never. Usually you have to go to heavyweights to get
Right,
somebody.
right.
They're so the smaller guys don't pack enough power usually to knock people out. That's why it's so unusual as you start going down in weight. Whereas when you
That's
get to
true.
the heavyweights, they're packing enough power
right?
to cause damage. And
Right.
So therefore
Well,
you can get-
Pacquiao had gotten knocked out, so maybe they were expecting Mayweather to do the same, but he just cruised.
Yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean? He
everybody
just kinda
said he's a
cruised.
very good defensive fighter, so that it would be a defensive
Thank you.
struggle, and
Which it was.
and
you.
it would be a.
Right. It was a sleeper.
Right,
Now,
right, right.
now, I can get on Mayweather's technique all day long and talk about that he's more defense than offensive because when we look at an undefeated champion, we look at a knockout artist.
Right.
And we
right.
look for somebody to actually sit back and throw some leather, not kind of back away and pick points here and there. So I'm not mad at it. He made his money.
Yeah,
so I
he
just want to
did.
learn, my quote was, what did you expect? I expected exactly what we got. I looked for every reason to
Me
say,
too.
remove the hype. Remove the hype. And I said, look, this man is defense.
Right.
Kind of reminds me of the Super Bowl. Defense wins Super Bowls.
You know what other thing that I didn't take into account too, Vic?
What?
Was the time, because I did hear a bunch of people who were on the East Coast complaining that this was a midnight fight
Yes.
for them.
Yes, it was.
They were like, this is really late over here
Oh,
for
wow.
us for the 3 hours. I didn't think about that because for us it was right,
Let me give you.
but it was really late for them.
I feel no sorrow for them because doesn't the East Coast stay up all night, brag about how we shut down early? So wait a minute.
No, they mostly
I feel
just
no
go home to
shame
their wives.
for them going to sleep.
Yeah, they
their
like to
walkers.
talk that,
I don't-
but
everything
they're
west
mostly
east
going
of the
home.
Mississippi, y'all supposed to stay up late.
Yeah.
I don't
Well, they
care.
do because even
No,
watching
they can't
these
get- they can't
games.
get
I'm not
home
giving
in the
only New
subway.
York.
They can't
No,
get home
no.
on the
Even
subway.
watching these games,
No,
they have to
I'm
stay
giving-
up till midnight, 1
Yeah,
o'clock to watch these games. So they're used to it.
Listen,
They used to feel that they were the center
everybody
of the
that
universe.
comes from a different city, most of the time when they come here, you know what they say? And it doesn't matter. And most people are coming from different places. They'll say, why does LA shut down so early? What happens on the weekends? Why is this 1:30, 1:15 lockup? And that's from every point.
You have to
east.
know LA because it's more spread out. You have to know where to go. But believe me, you guys, New York has their all night spots. I'm not sure you want to be in a bunch of them, but they definitely
That's wrong.
do have them. I'm just saying they definitely do. But it's not the only city that shuts down.
That's right.
DC was slower than LA to me.
Hey, look.
I used to be amazed
I'm
at
only-
Washington
I'm
DC.
only-
I go like, wow, you guys.
You know what it is?
This is a trip.
It's expectation. Because
Right.
it's
Depends
LA.
where you're from. What you. Yeah. But
What
in
you,
New
yeah,
York-
what you expect.
Get off. You might want to get off the streets when it gets too late. If you ain't packing.
That's wrong. Okay.
They always say LA is like kick back,
Yeah, it's laid
slower,
back. Yeah.
slower than.
And it's cliquish, very quick.
Yeah.
Said we have those serial killers on the side.
And we are talking about new
Here's the
sports.
cereal.
I know we tend to
talk
this is
around
where-
it.
Well, you know what I tell everybody? It's where sports and life collide.
Right.
We're talking about life right now. All right, I want to go over to the new NBA MVP because I want to find out who is the baddest cat on the worst team, although you guys know it's Stephon Curry.
Baddest cat on the worst
On
team.
the worst team from the MVP, the top 5. Because when you're on the best team and you got the best players
Around you,
it's
it's
kind of
around you.
easy to enhance how you play because you got the best players around.
That's like pack stereo.
You know, here we go. Here we go.
Well,
Here we go.
speak the truth and
All right.
shame the devil.
All right, let me roll down a little bit here and just go on down, Mario. I don't even want to see that pick. And I left the other topics along with Pacquiao. I didn't even go there. It's upsetting. You got 4 players in the voting, and it's actually 5. Anthony Davis came in 5th, but you actually had Stephon Curry, and of course, with this recent upset that the Clippers just handed Houston in Game 1 right now, you had James Harden, and then you had LeBron James 3rd, and of course Westbrook was 4th. Who's the worst team out of that group, but the baddest player? Because LeBron, they actually said, they got the big 3. You got Stephon, he got Klay Thompson,
Well,
Smash Bros.
See, I wish you had
It would
left
have to
Anthony
be-
Davis in there because I was
Yeah,
about to
yeah.
say
I would
'cause
say
that
the
was
same
the
thing.
one.
But I
He
just didn't
really
have a picture.
impressed me. I got a chance to really watch him in depth
Yes.
for a good
I
time.
would agree.
And I was really impressed with the unibrow.
yes, yes.
You know,
So if he was on here, I'd pick him. Since he's
See, I would've
not,
picked
I'm
him.
picking Russell Westbrook.
I'm with you,
because
girl.
Durant isn't
I'm with
playing,
you.
and they didn't make it.
you know what? You guys hit the nail on the head. They actually made a
I
point.
have.
They made a point about him up and coming, but here's the penalty. A team that doesn't win a lot of games, they hold that against a player who excels on a team. Unfortunately, they say,
Which Russell
look,
did.
if both players are MVP candidates, and this team is 65 games and this team is 43, they won't give it to that team. And I agree with you guys. I wanted Anthony Davis
Yes,
because
yeah.
of what he's done.
Right.
Now, remove him out.
He looked like the real MVP.
Well, he is. He is. He's the MVP.
I mean, you
a
talk
lot of
about
people.
most valuable to that team, the
True.
the role with the team,
Right.
and I was just really impressed with his whole everything.
Now, going back to this picture, that's why I said if it's not Stephon Curry, just pretend like Stephon is not, because he's on the baddest team, baddest bench, starting 5, number 1 defense, number 1 offense. Who's your MVP? If you had to use a different criteria, you get to do this for this moment. Who do you pick?
You mean we can't choose Stephen
You said
Curry?
for the
Don't
baddest,
choose Stephen Curry.
the baddest.
The baddest on the worst
That's
team.
like African American baddest, like you bad as
Yes,
a mofo.
yes.
Okay.
Baddest
so
player on the
I
worst
think
Baddest
it's James
player-
Harden for me.
right there. And you may be right because they just lost against the Clippers.
That's
Well,
what I was.
because
That's what I was about
I
to
mean,
say.
he's
I wouldn't have
elevated
said
his
it.
game to so much of, and that shows you the fact that you would sit there and compare him with
You know
LeBron
what?
and all that. But this year, no, I give James.
Wait, when she said Lakers, and they're not even in the playoffs. We have an invisible. Well, out of the MVP candidates, that's up here. Only you said Mario. Who did you said?
I said James Harden.
James Harden. Okay, we got.
Yeah, I can't go with James Harden because they are in the playoffs. I have to go with Russell Westbrook just because they didn't make it.
That's what I was going there. I was going the same place. Problem is, man, I hate it because he didn't make it. He didn't make it to the playoffs.
Because if they made it,
And
he
if
would have
you
won
made it,
something.
I would have gave him another vote. But you know what? He came. I believe 4th in the voting.
Well, see, that's the way, the people who vote don't have to follow those things. So
True.
it's not like they're told you have to do this.
But
True.
it
The
happens
fact that
every
this
year,
is
right?
The tendency's right, but it doesn't have to be that. So it doesn't mean it'll always be looked at the same.
True. All right.
Do you remember any players that have made it that didn't go to the playoffs ever? So is that a precedent?
I
Does it
don't know
happen?
the numbers. I'd have to sit and really look.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't want to guess either
Okay,
because
okay.
it's probably taken place before, but I know they've stayed away from giving the writers who are voting because it's the writers too. They're stuck
Okay,
on. They're stuck
okay.
on.
So
winning.
they don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
That's cool. That's cool.
No
That's true.
anything. No
That's
anything.
true.
All right. Okay.
Double negatives.
There is a split up. We need to bow our heads for a moment.
Oh yeah, I did
I
see
feel real
this.
bad
El
now
Tigre!
because
hitting that good
The
shit.
relationship is over, and I'm getting tears right now because
I'm not.
I need to
Who's he
feel that
boning next?
our relationship's now breaking down from our super couple.
On to the royal baby.
You're wrong.
Bone him and
Okay, now wait a
Bone
minute.
him.
Wait a minute. I'm not setting up.
Who's leaving who?
Okay, you
Who's
see what
leaving
happens
who?
when somebody wants to be on the camera and they talk, and the person who don't want to be on the camera sits in the balcony
yeah,
section.
'cause
And yells out. huh?
Right, yells out, and everybody's going, "Who is that?" Okay, this is terrible, but it's not bad. You know why?
Why?
It's not bad because they mutually decided to split,
That make
and
it
because
okay?
and because their hectic schedule.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
the reason.
that's what makes it okay.
They're both celebrities.
But let me
Get
tell you
the
why
hell
it's
That's
out
different
of here.
criteria.
Let me tell you
As
why
I
it's
was happy,
okay.
it's okay.
He
Wait a
broke a
minute.
tooth for her. He broke
Wait a
a
minute.
tooth for her.
Wait a minute.
He didn't come out to see her do her last thing, did he?
Yeah, okay, see, are you
did.
He's not supportive.
are you guys looking for a reason to say there's something amiss here? Okay. First
I'm
of all,
saying
let's go talk to people who have a current relationship
Some
in this
people
room.
just want
Let's see.
doggy style
Wait a
all the
minute.
time.
Let's go. Already, let me.
Of course they
I have
She
one.
wouldn't
Let's see. The
swallow.
balcony caller doesn't have a relationship. What about you, Michelle?
Them hoes ain't loyal.
All right, Mario. Do you
Some
have
hoes are loyal, and one of them called me up and told me just that. Said Mario, some of us hoes are loyal.
Thank you.
I said, thank you, baby.
Okay, so
I
wait a
send you
minute.
little something.
The divorce papers have been signed yet. I'm still in a relationship.
You know what? Wait a minute. Let me stop because somebody's got to help me read the chat room because you
I
guys
know,
got
I just looked over and I saw a whole long thing.
Okay, okay. I'm not saying that, Miko.
They say that.
Don't make up, be quiet.
And Mac, no, I'm not saying that either. So let me just say this. Is there something good about a mutual split and nobody's hating and they actually send out the same information?
Yes, more for other people to bone.
Okay. See what I'm saying? Michelle?
Other boning free.
Get Mario.
No.
Get Mario.
We used to have like the
is
3-week rule when I was younger. Like if you broke up with somebody, remember we would discuss it. How
3
long?
weeks.
How long after you break up with them before we can go bone them?
Immediately.
Now we had a rule.
Are you talking about friends and relatives?
Yeah,
or you
friends.
What year were you?
We used to have a rule. I think you have to wait 3 months or something.
You talking about your ex's friends? You can bone them after 3 weeks of
after
a breakup?
3 months.
Oh my gosh. No.
You can't do it.
Well, me and my friends said we won't.
Some guys
We
will tell
won't
you,
do
why
it
don't
with
you
the
go
same
on?
people.
Guys
Okay.
will just trade them.
That's wrong. Okay, wait a minute. Let me just say. Let me say this.
Take mine.
Who? Okay. Is this who will have the next step up as they move on to the next? Tiger or Lindsay?
I'll go on camera now.
I don't know how.
How you defining that?
A step up. You
How
know
you
what I'm saying?
defining that?
Well,
Whatever you wanna define.
Lindsay will probably
It
just get
doesn't
with
matter.
another athlete that has money. So
Yes,
I
and
can,
he'll just get with another
I get Russell
slutty girl because he doesn't care.
you know.
You know what? You need to stop.
Tiger was
I'm gonna give him your name.
And
you keep hollering
Tiger
that
is
background.
on his way to
I'ma
be
give him your
washed
name.
up, but I think he has a lot of money. So
You got plenty of money.
You see what's happening? She had to get her.
Tell Tiger that Miko's
she's
still
hiding.
available.
She's hiding.
Miko's
hiding.
available.
I heard Russell Wilson's available.
to see what happens. Okay, so she's not focused on Tiger.
Right.
So, without the balcony caller, okay, who is going to move on to the next best? See, I believe one of them is going to get hooked up again with somebody that we know and is popular.
Oh, of course.
How does that make
Of
it the
course.
best, though?
Of course.
You
Why does that make it the best? They
You
might
think
get
it'll
hooked
make?
up.
You think it's going to be worse?
It could be. It could be.
Okay.
You just never know.
You know, he could have one of them very public. He could get into one of those really public things with
Right.
a nut.
Okay,
Yes.
So watch
Okay.
out. You know, because
It'll be something like that. Like she's not gonna get with a school teacher, and he's not gonna
Right.
get with a, she's not gonna get with a janitor. He's not gonna get with a school teacher. So it'll probably be somebody.
Right. I know. I'm having a rough time over here. I have my silent partner over here, and I don't have.
They want to know why she's hiding behind me.
I have no
Giving
idea.
her free pub.
Why in
She
the hell
is.
she-
All right. So let me just say this for the most part.
Free.
So for the most part.
You my pub.
Hey Miko, how are you?
Let me say this: will Tiger
I'm back from the
date
ATL, girl.
an unknown, meaning not a?
He's boning one of
Celebrity.
them now.
4.
He's boning 2 or 3 of them.
That's why they're
right
breaking
now.
up because
He's boning 2 or 3 unknowns.
he was
tonight.
cheating on her.
See
He was
see how
cheating on her.
bad
That's
this
why.
is?
I'm just saying. So
Whoa.
so he gonna get some known pussy in a minute.
Wait a minute.
Got that unknown
You
pussy?
see what I'm saying?
They gonna get some of that known pussy.
I'm going to.
He got caught but with those
apologize,
text
'cause
messages
I'm not
again,
using
Mario.
that word.
Mario, those
That's
text
Mario. Send your
messages again. He
emails
got
to
caught
Mario.
That's
again.
right.
Hensley.
He's gonna get some KP. Known pussy.
Okay. So wait a minute.
No, UKP, unknown.
That's right. From
Unknown.
UK. UKP.
All right. So wait a minute.
United Kingdom.
No, Michelle, I'm
Unknown.
going to give you a chance because Mario's already thrown in his hat.
Okay. What hat is that?
Okay.
Unknown.
Who's going to go to a popular next hottie? Lindsay to somebody, another man, of course.
Hell no.
Or Tiger to somebody. Who do you think is
Oh,
going to have
Tiger's gonna go to somebody.
I say
He's gonna get with
both.
Amber
I
Rose.
say both.
Both?
I mean, she's gonna be with Tiger
She's
and
gonna
then
get-
step down. I don't think so.
She's gonna
said
get with
that's-
Lil Wayne.
You know what? Stop.
And Tiger's gonna
Stop.
she's gonna get with Lil
On the
Wayne.
market right now. That's the question.
And Tiger's gonna get with Amber
Well,
Rose,
see,
right?
Tiger's gonna get with Amber Rose.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying what
I
hot
just saying.
blonde is on the market right
You'll
now.
be shocked
taking
if
my heels.
she may.
Well, you
Lil
already
Wayne,
know she's
Lil
gonna be
Wayne.
blonde. You already know.
Yes,
it's
I
gonna
do.
be
I'm saying
blonde.
what hot
Yes.
blonde is on the
Yes,
market right
yes.
now.
So let's
That's
think
what
about
he's
that.
going for. Gwyneth Paltrow's just uncoupled from Chris Martin.
No, she's
And they
too.
said
She's
she was
too
the
old.
world's
She's
most
too
beautiful
old. No,
Lord,
she's
they
too
went
old
with
for
it.
No,
Tiger.
Sandra Bullock is the world's most beautiful woman according to People right now, Mario.
Wow, she's a brunette.
That's the
though.
latest one.
Yeah, well, you know.
Let's see, who else?
No.
Blake, did he officially break up from his baby mama? She's long. Y'all saw the baby last night.
You're talking a lot to be behind the
Nah,
damn
thank
picture.
you.
And I'm making you snatch that goddamn
This is
picture.
terrible. Look at this.
Snatch-
That's
where's my
Miko
damn
Magazine
nerve
But they
talking. That's
will
Miko
not.
Magazine talking right
I'm the
now.
one who wanted to do
Throw
that.
some shit at her. Where's some shit to throw at her?
Hey, you guys. Congratulations to the Clippers. Clipperless Chris Paul, and they did a great job for,
Don't
against
cry.
the
Without
Houston.
Chris Paul.
I gotta go because I know this can go on forever and get ready for
Gotta
hot
go.
takes. You guys are crazy. And I'm my silent partner over here. I have no idea what she has to drink right now, but I'm pretty sure it's some problems.
Oh, you want to know smooth move?
She has it in a sippy cup.
Smooth move. It's
I
someone
see you
moving
guys.
in the kitchen.
Notice she somehow ended up on my side for whatever reason. Didn't want to go next to me.
Oh! All right, it's been New Sports. Victor Allen's own unique fan base view of sports. Victor Allen's New Sports is a recurring segment of the Morning Cup with Mario show. Written and directed by Victor Allen, the bald-headed black man, rub his head and make a wish. That's right, they do call him Sexual Chocolate. You can find him on Facebook. Go and sit on his face. Sign it. Own it. Be part of it. Ride that mustache because we are the stereo.
He has no mustache.
Yeah, you just gotta find it to ride it.
God, Lord have mercy.
Gotta find it to ride it.
Thank you, you guys.